Thank you for coming on this trip with me. I really appreciate it, especially since it was very last minute. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I really needed to get away from everything. Yeah. Nature is kind of like the best place to sort of escape, I guess. At least for me. Someone who doesn't really live in nature. Yeah. I've always kind of been a bit more in the suburbs. So not a lot of trees. Yeah. Yeah, for a lot of people it's kind of similar. Yeah. There are the lucky bunch that kind of get to, or at least I call them lucky because I have no idea what life is like up in the forest or anything like that. But they get to live in the nature and it's so nice. Yeah, although I would imagine swiping the mass amounts of pine needles off of your roof, if you do that, could be annoying. Yeah. Me personally, I've always wanted to live a bit more near the water. I love the ocean. Yeah, I love the ocean so much. Especially because the temperatures over there are nice, cool 60, 70, and it's like, the best temperature for me. I love that kind of weather. Whereas where I am, I'm stuck in the hundreds and 90s, and it's like, I feel like I'm burning alive. It's so hot. I think back home for me today it's like, today it's like 92. Yeah, pretty hot. Yeah. Well, anyway, what have you been up to? I see. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. So what kind of like, I guess, urged you to come up here with me? Do you have something going on? Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, that sounds stressful. Yeah. I can only imagine. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you definitely needed to get out of that for a little bit. Yeah. Just take a step back and rethink everything. It's very important to do that sometimes, especially when you're overwhelmed with everything in the moment. Sometimes it's like you gotta take a break before you make any harsh decisions and kind of just reprocess everything, you know? So it's good that you're doing that. Do you remember my stress light technology? I've been working on it for a while. Yeah, I did work on the prototype with you, I remember. That was just my prototype. Kind of trying to figure out how to harvest stress and turn it into light and energy. There are a lot of people who have it, so, you know, having an excess amount of that, they can donate it to the cause and we can have more energy and it's a lot more efficient for everything. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm working on a bit more of a solid device for it. The process used to be extremely lengthy and complicated and a science, but now we have it a lot more simplified, and it's great. So I was, wondering if maybe you would like to be my guinea pig again. Yeah. If you remember, the process is like completely harmless. There aren't any side effects or anything like that. If anything goes wrong, the worst that can happen is we can cause a time rip. And, that's kind of devastating. But you won't be harmed at all whatsoever. Yeah, it's just, time and space might have to pay for it. But not you. So, you'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that, of course. Oh, it's so exciting, so exciting. Okay. Let me just calm myself a little bit. I'm just really, really excited. I'm so excited to use my stress light technology. Yeah. I've been really, really wanting to test it for a while now, and I haven't really found the opportunity because I've been so busy. So, yeah. Thank you for this opportunity. I really, really appreciate it from you. Okay. So, first things first, I'm gonna ask all of the questions. All of the questions, just so I can make sure that I have your full consent for everything, okay? Want to make sure that you're comfortable. So, first things first. Are you okay with me touching your face, touching your hair, touching your ears? Are you okay with me, like, running my fingers through your hair, things like that, getting close to you? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with me using my stress light technology around you? Putting it close to you, everything like that. Are you fine with that? And again, this process is completely painless. All I have to do is get a scan of your stress points and then kind of like use that as a pattern from there for which spots I need to extract the stress from. Awesome. Okay. So, first things first. I'm just going to have you fully just relax, lay back, just get comfortable. We did bring like all of our sleeping bags and stuff like that, so you know what, I'll actually set that up for you. Yeah, I'll have like I'll set up that space for you so it's nice and comfy. And then if you're okay with it, I'm just going to kind of sit next to you and we're gonna take care of all that stress for you. And then we can use my stress light technology, really put it to the test, and use it for our lamps. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Let me set up that sleeping bag for you. Here. Set this piece up for you. Okay. And if you could just lay back for me. Careful. Okay. There we go. And then you can lay your head on this pillow. Perfect. Okay. Hi. So, first thing is first. Yes, that's how you say it, right? No, it's first things first, not first thing is first. Anyway. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to kind of just get a bit of a scan, okay? I'm just going to move this over your head, okay? And I'm just going to use this to kind of give me a visual of where all of your stress points are, okay? And what areas I need to target the most. Okay. So I'm just going to I'm just going to do a very gentle scan on your face. Generally, you have to be a bit more gentler with the face, especially when doing the scan. Yeah, don't want to cause any irritation or disturbance. So I'm almost done with this here. Perfect. I'm just going to do a couple techie things here just so I can get an idea where all your stress points are, okay? Don't mind me. All part of the process. All part of the process. Okay, yeah. I think I see where I need to take care of. Yeah, so what this does exactly is it kind of builds a map for me. So what I was doing with the stress light scanner is I was kind of building a 3D profile of sort of your entire head. Stress can reside in other areas like shoulders, knees, pretty much anywhere. But usually the bulk of it is stored up in the head, because that's where we do most of our thinking. So a lot of stress kind of builds up there. So by hitting the major stress point, it really helps with everything else. Everything else kind of evens itself out. So what I did is I built a 3D scan of your entire head. And in that scan, I kind of matched it up with your stress points, so it kind of gives me a pattern or map of what stress points I need to target. Yeah. So, the cool thing about my stress light technology, I actually made it available to spas and salons. Pretty much anybody can access this technology, and all of the stress that is built up or collected or plugged is then donated to the Stress Light Center, where we then turn the stress into light. But a lot of spas now have access to our stress light patented stress plucking nails. So I have a pair of my own on today. What I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to pluck these strands of stress out of your stress points, okay? Before, I think my stress light technology was like these fuzzy sticks. I don't really remember. A lot of spas were interested in the product, so I decided that I would make a pair of nails that could do it. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Okay, are you ready? So what I would like you to do is just relax, just be calm, try not to laugh. I know it can be difficult, and especially like when I'm like this, kind of looking at you very goofy with my fingers. But just close your eyes, just relax, and just enjoy the feeling of all of those stress strands leaving your head. Yeah. So I'm gonna start working here, and I think the biggest stress point that you had was all the way in the You had a lot of stress built up right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of pluck that out here. Oh, I think I found a strand. I'm just going to pull that out. Perfect. I'm gonna take that and put it in the stress jar. I know, right? The stress jar. It sounds so ridiculous. I'm just gonna put it in there, and we're just gonna continue our search for all of those stress strands. Okay. Continue looking. Oh, I think I found one. I'm just going to pull that out. There we go. Continue the search. In the stress jar it goes. Okay. Oh, I found one. I'm just going to you have a lot of buildup, specifically right there. Just gonna I think I found another one. And in the jar, that one goes. Okay. I think on the map that I built here, there was a few kind of like built up right here on the side. So I'm just going to kind of dig through right here. Oh, I think I found one. Then the jar. And another one in the jar. There we go. And on this side. There we go. Now I'm just going to tackle that forehead, okay? So I'm just going to in the jar and in the jar. Okay, so now comes your face. And now for your face, we do a very different method because again, we generally want to be more gentle with the face. So I'm going to kind of just very gently swipe my hands over your face. Just swipe my hands over your face. Very gently. So I'm just gonna do a couple of sweeps under your eyes here, okay? Yeah, I can definitely tell you do have a lot of stress built up there. Have you been staying up a lot recently? Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. You definitely deserve some rest. Yes, try to get it when you can. Okay, I'm just gonna do a couple sweeps here, okay? Now that we have everything all sort of clumped up, I'm just going to take a wipe here and sort of just swipe all of the stress into the stress jar, okay? So just keep your eyes closed. We don't want to get any stress in your eyes, okay? So just close your eyes for me, friend. Close your eyes. Very good, very good. Thank you, thank you. I'm just going to... There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now your face is all cleaned up and we got all of that stress out. How do you feel? I hope you feel a bit better. Yeah. You're definitely going to want to drink some water though. It's always good to have a nice cold glass of water right after a session. It really helps kind of like solidify all the effects. Yeah. So, if you want, you can kind of just lay here and enjoy just the light feeling of all of that stress lifted off of your brain. Just all of that stress alleviated and just plucked out of your head. And just kind of enjoy that feeling. Yeah. Well, while you do that, I'm gonna go and take this stress and use it for our light lamps. Okay? Yeah. I really appreciate you coming on this trip with me. It's really nice out here. And it's nice not to spend it out here alone. Yeah, it's always good to have a friend. Well, I'll let you rest, okay? You really need it. Well, I wish you all the best. Get some sleep, take a nap. It's okay, I'll take care of everything. Yeah, I'll take care of everything. Don't worry about it. Of course, don't even worry. Yeah. Okay, friend. Rest well. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Hello there. I just wanted to give a huge thank you to my Patreons. PK1, Boomin, Xfox64X, Ace Armada, Jordy TM, Big Dave, Nazareth, Soundclock, and others for joining my Patreon and supporting my content. I deeply appreciate their support, and if you would like to help me make more videos like this and are able, you can check out my Patreon down in the description below. Thank you oh so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.